Good morning, everyone. Treasure Troller here from the mask-wearing militant state of Michigan. Today, I wanted to talk about stagnation and the BS surrounding the stagnation, comparing today's economy with the economy of Jimmy Carter back in the 70s. There's a lot of differences between the two. Now, stagnation is high unemployment and high inflation or rising inflation. Now, back then there was high inflation. Interest rates were high. As a matter of fact, gold and silver prices were through the roof. People were heading into the pawn shops, trading in all their gold and silver because they were getting such great prices on them. There was an oil shortage, but back then we had OPEC, the oil cartel, kind of controlling things. At least that's what we were being told. A lot of our oil was coming over from the OPEC nations, and they decided how much we were getting and kind of setting the price. So that's the difference. It's not like Jimmy Carter was shutting down Keystone pipelines and Gretchen Whitmer wanting to shut down the Line 5 pipelines. No, Jimmy Carter didn't create the mess personally. He didn't have his hands on it. As far as unemployment goes, I'm not real sure about unemployment the way unemployment is today. People are unemployed today because they're getting checks to stay at home. Now, back then, I don't really remember there being a lot of unemployment. I do remember when Ronald Reagan took office and people were complaining about the lack of jobs. He got up in one of his, I think it was an address to the nation, and I believe it was a New York Times paper that he pulled out the classified ads and showed all the help wanted help wanted jobs in that classified section. And the next day, people tried to call him on it because, well, there was a lot of jobs, but they were all like IT jobs. So the first real learn to code came from Ronald Reagan saying that there's jobs, and here they are, just learn to code. Or people were saying, yeah, there's jobs here, but I got to learn to code if I want one of them. So I don't quite think it's the same thing. We're dealing right now with people, there's back then, if there was a job shortage, it wasn't like every business in town had a help wanted sign in front of it. That wasn't happening. And the other thing too is, well, this one could come to an end right quick if they just would, open up the states for business, open up the economies, and things would get different. Now, I'm glad they're at least hounding on Biden about something, and things aren't looking that well for Biden. But just don't fall for the stagnation thing and think you know a little bit more than comparing it to the 70s, because this is nothing like the 70s. Government was not shutting down pipelines, was not shutting down businesses, finding businesses for opening up. It is not the same thing. So, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. All these people that think they know what the hell they're talking about, they were even a glimmer in their parents' eyes when this went down. So take it from me. I guess buy gold right now or sell your gold pretty soon. If it plays out like the 70s, the gold rush shows, they're going to be making their money hand over fist. So with that, this is Treasure Troller saying aloha and good day.